Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television. We are live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. President Bola Tinubu has reassured Nigerians of the administration's resolve to prioritize their welfare and make it a centerpiece of his national development agenda. He made the commitment at the inauguration of the Wuye Bridge interchange linking Wuse and Wuye districts in the Federal Capital Territory. Queen Agaba has the rest of the story.
President Tinubu, while commending Federal Capital Territory Minister Barrister Nyesom Wike and his team for completing a project that was initiated in 2009, expressed his willingness to make personal sacrifices for the welfare and prosperity of Nigerians, highlighting ongoing investments in essential services such as water supply, electricity, and other road networks. The president says his administration has laid the groundwork for economic growth, social progress, and improved quality of life for residents of the Federal Capital Territory.
Inaugurate this engineering infrastructure in Wuse district of Federal Capital Territory. It's just another one in the series of commitments made to the people and the government that you will definitely make a difference.
The FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says the wide array of projects being inaugurated in the FCT during President Tinubu's first anniversary would not have been possible without the exclusion of the FCT from the Treasury Single Account, TSA. Queen Agaba reporting for Global Television.
The Minister of Health, Muhammad Ali Pate, has retracted the commitment of the federal government to provide improved quality health infrastructure, equipment, and trained human resources. The minister, who was represented by the permanent secretary of the ministry, Kachalom Daju, stated this at a one-day workshop on pooled procurement officers across the nation held at the NAF Conference Center. Samuel Odi has the details.
The minister said the workshop is an opportunity to further conceptualize pooled procurement initiative, share best practices, and develop innovative strategies to further enhance procurement processes.
This initiative has been instrumental to strengthening our health system through targeted capacity strengthening support in the areas of quantification and procurement of health products at the national and subnational levels. Your lead technical efforts in the quantification of Safe Motherhood Initiative.
Member of the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply, Alan Martins, said the aim is to foster collaboration with government agencies to help procure improved health equipment for the health sector in Nigeria.
This gathering is united by a common goal, which is to contribute to the universal health coverage by improving availability, affordability, and access to life-saving health products for the people of Nigeria through effective procurement practices.
Discussions at the workshop by participants centered on implementation strategies for pooled procurement with a case example. Samuel Odi reporting for Global Television News.
In a bid to manage and mitigate spread of diseases in Africa, the National Center for Disease Control has put together a consortium on genomic strategy to discuss readiness for disease prevention and detection. Queen Agaba has details.
Genomic sequencing technology is the latest technology to quickly fast-track process of disease detection and prevention. The Director General, Nigerian Center for Disease Control, Dr. Jide Idris, says the consortium is put together to address issues worldwide, particularly in Nigeria, with respect to outbreak of diseases, health security, disease prevention, detection, and response, with the help of the genomic sequencing technology.
New technologies have come up. This one we're talking about now is one of the latest technologies, genomic sequencing. This one you go deep into the structure of our makeup, genetic makeup, DNA. You can discover a lot of information. We can use the science for a lot of things. One of them is how to detect this disease how to trace the various causes, how they are transmitted, so that we can react quickly.
Genomic sequencing will also allow for faster access to information, traces, causes, transmission of diseases, as it helps to mitigate the adverse effects of the outbreak. Queen Agaba reporting for Global Television.
The military task force in charge of maintaining peace in Plateau State has declared 11 persons wanted. The deputy commandant of the Operation Safe Haven at Zugwe Ayu stated this during a press conference in Jos, where he noted that the persons declared wanted are all males. Ayu said the suspects were declared wanted in connection with various attacks that left several persons dead and properties destroyed in various parts of the state. Kano State Police Command has urged residents to ignore false information circulating on social media that Alhaji Aminu Bayero, the 15th Emir, would lead the Friday prayers at the Central Mosque. The Commissioner of Police, Usmani Gumel, says in a telephone interview on Friday that Bayero will observe his Friday prayers in the mosque within the Nasarawa Palace, where he currently resides. The commissioner said the police and other state security agencies will provide robust security at the Emir's palace, where the Emir Muhammad Sanusi II is expected to lead the Jummah prayers. The World Health Organization's Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Mashidiyo Moete, says tobacco use among young people in the African region aged 13 to 15 years is about 7 million. Moete, who said this in her message to commemorate the World No Tobacco Day, stressed that young people are exposed to tobacco products through extensive social media streaming platform campaigns and social media influencers. The annual World No Tobacco Day campaign is observed on May 31st to raise awareness of the harmful and deadly effects of tobacco use. The theme for this year is protecting children from tobacco industry interference. The National Heart Commission of Nigeria has called on state programs welfare boards to partner with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency to prevent the smuggling of prohibited items into Saudi Arabia. The Commission's executive chairman, Jalal Arabi, raised their concern in a statement released by the Commission's Assistant Director of Public Affairs, Fatima Usara, in Abuja. Arabi highlighted the importance of collaboration between state authorities and related agencies to apprehend those attempting to smuggle prohibited items. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, says it has ordered mobile network operators to conduct an independent audit of their billing systems to tackle the rising concerns over data depletion among subscribers. The Commission's Director of Public Affairs, Ruben Moka, signed a statement on outlining this directive, which aims to ensure transparency and accountability in data usage and billing practices. The NCC says it is taking steps to simplify tariff plans, aligning with its broader mission to enhance transparency within the telecommunications sector. The regulator stated that this initiative seeks to offer consumers clearer and more comprehensible pricing options, empowering them to make informed decisions regarding their network preferences and service selections. The death toll in the May 15 bombing of a mosque at the Gandan village, Gewa local government area of Kano State has risen to 21. A total of 25 early morning worshippers were injured in the mosque bombing attack, while one person died on the date of the incident. 20 have died at the Muhammad Specialist Hospital, Kano, where they had been receiving treatment, leaving only 4 surviving. The chairman of Friends of the Hospital, Alhaji Baturi Abdulaziz, reviewed the latest development when he led some members of the Kano business community on a sympathy visit to the 4 remaining victims of the attack at the hospital. You're watching News Cycle coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, Channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Cycle returns, Nigeria eyes fresh 480,000 barrels per day as NNPC and ExxonMobil sign new deal. These and other stories coming right after this break. To stay with us. Welcome back from the break. This is a Global Television bringing you live broadcast of News Cycle. Thank you for staying with us. On the foreign scene, the website of South Africa's Electoral Commission was down earlier today as the country counted votes from a key election in which the ruling ANC looked set to lose its majority. With a third of votes in Wednesday's election tallied, the NLC was leading, but with a score of only 42%, well below the 57% it won in 2019. The center-right Democratic Alliance followed on 25%. The lefties, economic freedom fighters, and the former South African President Jacob Zuma's MKP party were neck and neck on around 9% each. The Islamic State of the West African province fighters have killed 3 humanitarian workers and 1 soldier in Niger Republic. The 4 victims met their end on May 28, 2024 in the Chetimari in the Difa province in Niger Republic, according to Zagazola Makama, a counterinsurgency expert and security analyst in Lake Chad region. Makama said the 3 humanitarian workers, until their death, worked with the international community for Red Cross in Niger Republic. A New York jury has found Donald Trump guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, the first time a former U.S. president has been convicted of a crime. The verdict was read in Mahatma courtroom, where Trump had been on trial since April 15th. He had pleaded not guilty to all 34 counts of falsifying business records related to a hush money payment made by his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to adult film star Stormy Daniels in the final weeks of the 2016 presidential election. Trump is the first former president to be convicted of criminal charges in U.S. history and will be sentenced in July. In business, Nigeria may add 480,000 barrels to its daily crude oil output as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and ExxonMobil took a step towards resolving the disagreement surrounding the sale of the latter's asset to Seplat Energy. The company confirmed it had signed a settlement agreement with ExxonMobil companies in Nigeria over the proposed divestment of a 100% interest in Mobil Producing Nigeria Unlimited to Seplat Energy Offshore Limited. This is coming barely 24 hours, 2 days after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced his intervention in the debacle between NPCL and ExxonMobil, hindering the sale of the asset to Seplat. And jumping into the exciting world of sports, the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on Thursday doled out 42.5 million naira to players, coaches, and backroom staff of Edo Queens following the team's victory at the Nigerian Women's Football League Super 6 tournament in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. The 30 players got 1 million naira each, technical crew 5 million naira each, and backroom staff 5 million naira each, while the team's supporters club got 2.5 million naira. With the victory, the Queens also clinched a ticket to represent Nigeria in the CAF Women's Champions League, Africa's topmost women's club football competition. South African coach Hugo Broos has named his final 23-man squad that will face the Super Eagles in the June 7 World Cup qualifier in Uyo. The same selection will be used for the other qualifier at home against Zimbabwe. Foster is in his final 23-man squad for next month's huge 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Nigeria away and Zimbabwe at home. According to South African media, the Belgian coach continued to overlook informed Orlando Pirates striker Segofatso Mabasa, the gaffer, deciding to stick to the strikers he worked with. That's it on News Cycle, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, with Star Times Channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Anthony Momodu saying thank you for watching and see you again.